What's up? How Martin said, Martin be like, what's up? This is the Martin show. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? That's how Martin be or whatever. But what's good, y'all? Last time we talked, what we talked about? I think we talked about, oh yeah, faith in the darkest hours. This your boy back at it again. Today, Jersey Sean is going to discuss college and being you. So, I won't necessarily really talk about like sophomore year, junior year, senior year, because I thought about all like what to talk about. And, some people ain't really go to college. So, you really going to relate to this. But one thing I want to say, so a girl watched my video, right? And she said it was too long. She said people get uninterested quick. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it longer. You wanna know why? It's not because I'm ignorant. It's because it's when you're in your darkest hour in life. You want somebody in your corner all night long. So it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like you want somebody to relate to you because my words could be a light to your darkness. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really too much concerned about really too much people's opinions. I think about it to see if they're right. But there's been times when I've been down and I watched some videos and some music video or a sermon, something like that. Devon Franklin, he like I watch him a lot. And he got hour-long clips, and it don't even feel like an hour because I love me. I want to get healed. You know what I'm saying? So people who really interested in this and what I gotta say is like it's like I'll say this. You just gonna be if this is what you need, you're gonna tune in every time, I come because I got a gift. This is my gift. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're gonna talk about college and really being you. You know what I'm saying? My time in college, it was fun. Bethune-Cookman, graduate BCU. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That school is amazing. It actually brought me closer to God, but it's not like, oh, all of a sudden I'm holy sanctified or anything like that. Because, I still get tempted. But I had like a lot of girls, man. I was the biggest hoe. You know, biggest hoe. Oh my gosh. It's like your past could really scare you. You know what I'm saying? Like the things you've done, the things you said, you look at your old Facebook post. It's like, whoa, that was me. And then you see how like you really transform or whatever. But like, it's like I'm a thinker, so when I do that, I do that weird thing like that's because, I'm a thinker. But you just look back in life and be like, man, but a lot of it was just I was running away from my calling. I was running away from my gift. And when I heard calling, it seemed so churchy, you know what I'm saying? When people say you got a calling on your life. But it's like the Bible and church is all an image and it's not a popular image. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people don't go to it because church is so routine. I'm not getting off topic. The topic's about college and being you, so I'm still on topic. It's so routine, but it's like how I explain this. It's scaring people away. It's not bringing people closer to the church or anything like that. And that was with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I once was a Christian. I believed in that. But I only believed in it because I believed in people. But when I let go of religion, I was actually able to be free and be who I am. See my head bald? That's because I wanted to do it. but it takes time to actually love yourself and like really start to nurture and grow mind, body, and soul. But I mean, I basically in college, it's like I was like running away from my gift, and this right here is my gift. People say preaching, but why it gotta be preaching? So if I say fuck you, you know what I'm saying? Let's get these hoes. I ain't preaching no more. But if I talk like this and I'm encouraging, oh, quote unquote, he a church boy, quote unquote, oh, he too holy sanctified. Nah, man, I'm just like everybody else. It's just, I believe in positivity or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I keep telling y'all this and I keep jumping off. I don't know. But it's like when you in college or just anywhere in life and you're at a job or anything and you're trying to get a promotion or you're trying to go to the next year, remember this. How you get promoted anywhere in life is always being you. Nobody can change that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know you, I could make you. Okay? I could come in your life and make you. That's why a lot of people get hurt in relationships. Same with me in college. That's why, I got into relationships with people and, they ran me. You know what I'm saying? They ran my emotions. It's like they just did drive by. I'm done with you, Rashawn. Bye. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's so deep to love. Like there's so many avenues to love. And for you college students, it's important that you actually love yourself in college. And I know that sounds so cliche and I should go more in depth, which I am because I got all the time in the world, right? I'm going to just waste it. But basically, when I mean love yourself, is invest in yourself. If you know you got a test coming up, why don't you study? See, I told somebody this earlier, and I was basically saying, like, pleasure and dreams. See, I'm just now experiencing my dreams. You wanna know why? Because in college, all I was doing was chasing after pleasures. So a lot of times in life, we find ourselves chasing after pleasures. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good for the meantime. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what pleasure is like. Pleasure is like saying, how do I say this? I had a saying, but I go back to that. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, a lot of time we're chasing our pleasures, just to satisfy us. It's like a pit stop. Yeah, that's what pleasure's like. Pleasure's like a pit stop. You got a 13-hour trip. Your homeboy just want to go straight. You know why he just want to go straight and you want to go to the pit stop? Because you want to satisfy your pleasures. But your homeboy sees a bigger picture. Your homeboy, they see a bigger picture. You know what they see? They see the vision. Okay, if we just drive 13 hours straight, we gonna get there someday. And that's what basically I'm saying. My pleasures ran me to the point where I lost out on a lot of good girls. A lot. Because I want to go to the club. I want to party with this person, that person. I didn't want to do my homework. It's like my senior years when I finally became actually found me who I was, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I found who I was because I was running away from who I was. And that's my calling. See, my calling is my gift. See, your calling is your gift. All right? I want you to know that. Your calling is your gift. So, and who's calling you? Everybody say you're running. God is calling you. That's your calling. God is calling you. What is he calling? He's calling you to do your gift, do your assignment. But see, how can you really pray and get the fullness of God if you're not doing the fullness of God? So A lot of times people are actually afraid to say God, actually talk about God in public, social media, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? And that's your gift. God is your gift. He's going to bless you with something to do on this world, but God is your gift. And that's basically like with me. I experienced so many pain, a lot of broken relationships because I wanted pleasure. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. But see, I didn't. I wanted sex. I wanted girls. I wanted money. I wanted the cars, but I didn't want God. Like I said, I said it, but I didn't walk it. And I ain't saying like, oh, well, I'm just holy sanctified now, anything like that. Now I'm saying like my relationship with God, He see that I'm trying. For other people, see this thing. You're probably scared of the name calling. You're probably scared of being an outcast, not invited to a lot of things. Now I'm talking to a college person right now. You're probably afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? And people seeing you go and they calling you hypocrite or whatever. But I need you to understand something. See, we talk about faith and we talk about religion, but sometimes you gotta walk with the devil. You gotta walk with him. All right? You can't be afraid of sin if you never did sin. So you gotta walk with the devil to see what God is talking about. Because here's what we do. We talk about things. We talk about how good God is. We talk about we talk about faith, but we never say what we experienced in faith. We never talk about the relationship we had with God. So right now, if you're afraid of God, you're afraid of basically being you. Or let's say somebody watching this video don't believe in God. There's something in you that's so powerful that you're afraid of. You're afraid of actually doing excellent at work. You're afraid of going to work on time. You're afraid of going to class on time. You're afraid of going to study groups. You're afraid to go to tutoring. You're just afraid of the light in you. But to actually be you, you gotta let your light shine. Because we all know we're imperfect, right? And we know that, basically the darkness itself, we know that we're all dark. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to let your light shine because the world needs that gift that you have in you. You see what I'm saying? But hold on, I'm cooking something right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking up. Give me 1 second. Why me whip? Hey, watch me name it. Hey, I mean whip. But yeah, um, I don't know. It's so many things. It's like now that I talked about being you, when you finally actually become you, the catch is that's when people are afraid. See, spirits work. This is how the devil works. And like I said, if you don't believe in God, just follow me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be open as possible. But here's the thing. When you're afraid of being you, that spirit comes off of you, right? And spirits go from wall to wall, phone to phone, computer to computer, social media, whatever. It bounces. So it's gonna go to someone you love. It's gonna go to your boss. Okay? See, when you know who you are in Christ, when you know who you are, you just got that gift. See, here's what's gonna happen. That's when people are gonna be against you. I mean, if you just look at the Bible, it talks about it. God, he has so many gifts, but people still doubted him and said, what can you do? You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. People gonna doubt you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they gonna call you names, everything. But it's like you still gotta believe. You know what I'm saying? Because once upon a time, like I said, you were afraid of you. You were afraid of you. Now they're afraid of you. You gotta remember that. So you gave yourself time to heal. Catch this. You gave yourself time to heal. I mean, you beat yourself up a little bit. Yeah, dang. Why ain't just say that to Jody or Keisha? Why ain't just tell her that? Why ain't just tell her I love her? You know, you had basically you had a chance. If you could sing, whatever, I don't know. You had a chance one time to actually say your gift, but you never did it. Now picture, now like I said, spirits bounce from wall to wall. Now picture someone actually hating you because you are you. Do you hate them, or do you actually like, or do you actually like? How I say this? You give them time to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's like you can't explain who you are, and you can't change who you are. But here's the catch: even out in the professional world, people are going to change you. And I always say that, if you want a job, it started back. This the whole thing about if I like you or I don't like you started in let me see, kindergarten. Basically, remember we used to be on the playground. Do you remember when if little Tommy didn't like you and his whole clique didn't like you, then you weren't accepted into the group? You remember that? And remember how you found Bobby? He was kind of a nerd. He didn't have the freshest shoes on, but he made you feel good. Yeah, and then that cycle it continued in life. You know what I'm saying? It continued. Now, when you go on jobs or you want to cross for an organization or whatever, it's gonna be the same thing. That's why I say you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are. Because the world will leave you so dark and lonely and lost and confused of who you really are. People, jobs will fire you for no reason. No reason. They'll say, oh, it's just company policy, it's just business. No, you don't fit their criteria. They don't like you. Okay? They just don't like you. People just stop talking to you for some reason. They just don't like you. Now, I must say, if you a part of being you is accepting your wrongs and your rights. So it's like you got to admit that you're wrong. People who don't know themselves, they don't like criticism or anything about them. But see, the girl who was basically who said my videos are too long, I thought about that. But I also thought about my heart that I put in it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it. If I made it short, then God's word couldn't really get out. If I made it short, then it wasn't authentic. Why do I got to think about when I make these videos? Why do I got to think about what you're thinking? Why do I have to think about that? Because if I prayed, if I fast, if I did all these things, preparation in front of God, why, and I'm pleasing God, why do I have to please people? Pleasing people puts you in dark situations. And that's what I had to realize in college. I try to please so many people. Like there's a saying, his blood is on our hands. So when I try to please a lot of people, especially people who are Christians, my world became dark and I started to ask God who he really was. You see what I'm saying? I had to ask God, who are you? Do you love me? So that's really the reason why I let go. I became free. Like, I just want to rip this shirt. But that's what I became free when I learned my gift aligned up with God. Like I said, if you don't believe in God, the only way you're going to become free is if you know your wrongs and your rights. If you know when you're wrong, you're wrong. You know when you're right, you're right. And you know what to do. It's like you're focused. You know what I'm saying? You just focus on something. I mean, at some point, it's actually your gift could become your burden. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that is their job that's a burden. It's not your job that's a burden. It's you. You're the burden because you're letting your gift be a burden. So you go to your job all miserable. Hey, my back hurting. But you go to your job all miserable and stuff. You're not doing what you love to do. You're not doing what God telling you to do. See, when you start walking in your calling, because God's calling you somewhere, when you actually start walking where God is taking you, then it's going to make a lot of sense. You won't be miserable. Your job won't be a burden. You be smiling around like this. You know what I'm saying? Just smiling. People, why you smiling for? Like, you just happy or whatever. But hey, it's like, for me, so I can give y'all a different aspect, but I don't like to talk about me on these videos because I like to try to encourage people. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. It's not about me. I serve you. You know what I'm saying? I serve you. But for me, so I don't really do that too much on my videos because I believe in my darkness motivates my life, meaning that even if I'm in a situation, it motivates me to motivate other people. You know what I'm saying? I look good right now, right? You know, like nothing going on in my life. College graduated, you know what I'm saying? All this, all that, but it's tough. But I don't look like my problems. I look like my blessing that's ahead. I look like my blessings in the past, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, when you become you in college and you find who you are, it's like people gonna put you in a box. A box. I wish I had a box. People gonna put you in a box. They're gonna say basically, I can't even explain it. If you're funny, they're gonna tell you should be a comedian. It's so much majors. I can't really say it, but for me, so you can get a gist of what I'm trying to say, because I don't want to ramble on this video. I want to get to the point. I want to knock things down. You know what I'm saying? We knocking walls down when we talk. All right. But for me, people think because I talk about God, they be like, "Oh, you should be a pastor. You should be a pastor or ministry or whatever." And I'm like, because that's what they did to God. You know what I'm saying? They limited his ability. Jesus, they limited his abilities on what he could actually do. You see what I'm saying? What he could actually do. They said things like, oh, you can't make that blind man see. You can't move the ocean. You can't split the ocean or whatever. They just limit him, and he had to show them every time. You can't call me a Christian. You can't call me. You can only call me Rashawn Mitchell. You can't call me anything. You can choose to call me, but I know who I am. I'm a man in Christ, but I'm not labeled. You can't label me because unless you label me a man of faith, you label me a man of Christ. You just can't label me. You can't. One lady, I got out of church one day. One lady said, "Oh, you she said what she said. She said, "Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, young man, because I guess at church we had like this ceremony for graduated people who graduated. The lady was like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. So what are you gonna do now?" I said, I might be a therapist or a life coach. I don't know. She said, mm-mm. I said, what you mean? She said, mm-mm. She said, mm-mm. Hold on. She said, church ladies, they be having the hats or whatever. She said, honey. I said, what? She said, hold up. She said, honey, let me tell you something. I think that you should be a doctor or even be a pastor. I said, what? I said, what? What are you talking about? And that's the thing though. When you really start to find who you are, that's when the devil really starts to do work. So, college students, you might find yourself your sophomore year, your junior year, senior year. But I must say, when you find yourself, that's where people start to find you. That's when the devil starts to find you. That means good and bad people is gonna find you. Good and bad people is gonna want to hook up with you and do things and say things to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, stay on the word of God. Be on fire for Him, and don't be ashamed. People look at the Bible like it's some type of, I don't know. Like I used to look at the Bible like that too until I knew the Bible for myself, God for myself. It's so positive, bruh. Like for real, it's so positive. It's safe to state it. Like, be not discouraged. Find what you ever all the days of your life. It's so much. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, get a good future. It's so much. But I used to be scared of it too, because it's just like a big book. This is my Bible. My Bible. See, hey, now, I know you're saying, "Dang, he need a new Bible." But see me tell you, the best Bibles are the ones that look like that. You know who ain't reading their Bible? When it's all creased, everything. Like, but I had that for years, man. For years. You know what I'm saying? I found that in the garage. In my I found that in the garage in my house. And I didn't even know. I just picked it up one day when I was down. I don't even think I read it. I tried to and I closed it. But yeah, back to what I was saying, even like church, it just seems so it, it's so much perception on it. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I used to say I was Baptist, but I don't even say that. Like, I just want to be around positive people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, my pastor this, my pastor that. Oh my gosh, my pastor. I just be like, yo, what about God? Like, your pastor, he's anointed by God. So are you. Everyone is. The pastor don't make the church. The church make the church. Not even that. Like, people talk about church. Oh, I went to church Sunday. Your house is a church. Walmart's the church. Everywhere you go is a church. Like, you just don't turn on a click like, oh, it's church time. You just don't turn on like when it's church. Nah, you see the light every day is church. Every day is like every day you try to listen to God. You know, I mean, I still listen to my rap music. You know what I'm saying? From town to town, but sometimes it just will be out now. It hurts my spirit. It's almost like somebody saying, "Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!" You know what I'm saying? You stressed out. That's what rap music sound like nowadays. But some days I just don't care, man. I just listen to the beat. But most part, I listen to my gospel and Lauryn Hill. Oh my gosh, Lauryn Hill is just she's so good. But for most part, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Be positive, man. For real. Be you. Be who you are. You know, stop caring what people gotta say. You know what I'm saying? People gonna critique your gift. You know what I'm saying? This is my gift. You know what I'm saying? Some people, if you made it past this 30 minute mark, just say amen. You know what I'm saying? Or say that's word, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Because I need encouragement too sometimes. You know, I get discouraged. But at the same time, it's like I don't really look for validation. You know, kind of go both ways. I kind of just do this from my heart. I love doing it. You know, I just love helping people. And just don't run away from your calling. Don't run away from your calling, man, because God is calling you. I'm telling you, the more you do it, you're gonna spare some dark situations, dog. Let me tell you a little story. I'm gonna turn the light off because that's how dark it was. So, my junior year, I was dating this girl, and man, I met her at orientation, and man, she was so fine, man, red bone, everything. You see, what I didn't know was that, well, I did know, but see, here's the thing, like when I talked about pleasure, when I talked about pleasure, it's like this is where pleasure takes you. So she looked real good, mixed, everything, Jamaican, Cuban, everything, dog. She was fine, boy. I ain't never see that at BCU before. So it's like she was like, I ain't know. She said she had a boyfriend. But I wasn't trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just rapping with her, you know what I'm saying? And we exchanged numbers, and from then on, that point on, we started dating. But it's like I didn't know that the things she was really dealing with. And she didn't know the things I was dealing with. But it was pleasure in trying to run away from our fears, our pains. We're trying to run away from it. And she made me feel good and I made her feel good. But when it ended, see, the key word is feel. We never said nothing about God. We just said things about feel. She made me feel good. I made her feel good. So it was a lot of sex and a lot of arguments. There'll be times where like we'll get into like something like physical. I mean, I take her phone and she go ballistic and give me my phone back, and she start fighting back. It's because she thought that I didn't know, but she thought that I was like the dudes in the past who used to hit her or people in her past used to hit her. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. She's like, you gotta be careful about trying to fulfill your pleasures because you could hurt people in the process. And I hurt a lot of people, but I made sure I went back and apologized to them. But it's like, let this video, what I'm saying, it's like, let this video really put you on game, you know what I'm saying? Because life is like a game, you know what I'm saying? It's like a game. And I'm giving you the cheat codes. I mean, that's if you want to hear it or not, but enjoy college. Enjoy life. College is life, really. It prepares you for life. But are you gonna fall in love with your pleasures or are you gonna fall in love with your dream? Which one you gonna chase? You got a choice. You got a choice. See this? It's the blood. It's the blood. It's the Bible, right? This is what your blood is gonna look like inside your body. It's just that's all the blood you're gonna have left, right? This is pleasure right here. This right here is your dreams. You gotta decide. And it's not like you gotta walk around and hold the Bible. I always thought that, like, you gotta dress up every day in a suit and sing holy, 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 oh God this, oh God that, and go out in public and just pray out of nowhere. And it ain't even like that, man. It's your lifestyle. Remember that. It's your relationship with God. You can't. Nobody can tell you about faith. Nobody can tell you about your walk with God except you. Because at the end of the day, you the only one gonna see God, and God the only one gonna talk to you and ask you this and ask you that. He ain't gonna ask you why she made you do this or what. No, it's all you. So today, I need you to be you. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to hurt people, but it's not okay not to apologize. It's okay to fail. I failed 2 classes in college. I still graduated with a 3.0 on a dot. You know what I'm saying? On a dot, boy. What? But God looks out for people who look out for themselves. So you can't push back from God and try